Nerd Reactor, roll out.
What's up, Reactorites? John here, and it's time to talk about Zack Snyder's Justice League. And this is his cut. This is his vision, his version of what he wants the movie to be. Because the theatrical cut, he, left the project, and then Joss Whedon took over, and it was Joss Whedon who did the finishing touch on that one. And now with Zack Snyder teaming up with HBO Max, he's finally able to just finish what he has started. And I guess with HBO Max, he's afforded to take some more liberties by making it longer, because this is a 4-hour cut. This movie, you still have the Justice League. You still have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman teaming up, going up against Steppenwolf. But there are some changes and additions, extended scenes, and we get to see more of that. And, these includes character development, action sequences. And I think the highlight for me with the extended stuff would be Barry Allen's scenes, where we get to see more of the, just follow a little bit more about who Barry Allen is and his journey, and a potential love interest, and just more of his powers. And some of the shots with his powers in this, I was like, this is really cool. The way they've used his speed effects. And we've had this in a lot of movies, especially with characters like Quicksilver, especially in Avengers and X-Men. So it's always cool to see different takes on that. And here, the Flash, it's still familiar with the movie, the previous ones, where when he's running, lightning is like all around and is creating havoc. And here it's the same thing, but then there is one scene where it felt like a strobe light effect. And I was watching this, I was like, this is pretty cool. So Zack Snyder, he still has that visual touch, especially with that scene. And there's another scene, which I don't want to talk about because it's in the third act, but it does show off Barry Allen's powers. And that moment I was watching it, I was like, this is cool. And it was taken out of the theatrical cut. And with this cut, there's more stuff with Cyborg, especially with his relationship with his father, Silas. And it is, it can be touching. Like, you get to see just more of their relationship and more of the drama and what has split them apart. So with Zack Snyder, when you watch his movies, a lot of his movies, they have that slow-mo music video inspired shots. And, we do get to see a bit of that in the theatrical cut, but in this one, there's more of it. It's sprinkled out throughout the movie, and whenever you see it, you're like, yeah, this is Zack Snyder's doing, and he loves just adding that to his films. And I think another thing I liked about this, the Wonder Woman theme, it's still there, but then I think she has another one. I don't remember if they've done it in the theatrical cut, but for this one, you get to hear this Greek-sounding music of the singer, and it just felt really cool, chilling, and I love that whenever they touch on that aspect of her Greek past, and it's used to great effect here. And every time I hear it, I was like, yes, Wonder Woman is coming. Let's handle this. And there's a lot of scenes, like the action sequences that have been extended. One of them was because in the theatrical cut, you do have the scene where Steppenwolf is fighting the people from before, and you have the Atlanteans, you have the Amazons, and you have the army of men coming together to fight. And that scene is a very condensed scene, but in Zack Snyder's cut, it's fleshed out, it's longer, and you really get to see some of these fighters. You're like, okay, that's Zeus, and then that's Ares. Zeus and Ares, they're fighting together, back then. And that's what this movie, the biggest difference is the addition of Darkseid, because in the theatrical cut, it's Steppenwolf who's the big bad, but he wasn't that interesting. Here, it's more of Steppenwolf just trying to make things right. He's trying to serve his lord Darkseid, and Darkseid's in it. He doesn't have a lot of scenes, but he does have scenes, and he's been teased to greater effect in this movie. With that means, we also have just extended scenes with Steppenwolf and what he wants to do and why he's doing what he's doing. And another thing that people are excited about is the inclusion of Joker in this one. And for me, it's not like a big deal. Like, he's in it, but it's still Jared Leto's Joker's, and he's probably one of my least favorite versions, so I'm not too excited about it because he's still here. His makeup's different, but it's still Jared Leto. And if you like that version of Joker, then you may enjoy this. And it's a scene that I don't think it's necessary. And another thing is that we get more teases of other superhero characters, DC characters. I don't want to say it here. It's better to explore that and to see it for yourself when you watch it. You'll be like, hey, this person's here. That's cool. And of course, it's going to be like leading to other possible movies. But that's if it's going to happen. Let's say if a lot of people watch this, we'll see. And maybe HBO Max might be like, hey, let's do another one, since it's such a success. And so another addition I want to add is Ryan Choi, Star Labs, working, and he has a lot of scenes in this movie. And it's a tease, though. It is a tease with Ryan Choi. But as a character, he's there. He doesn't really do anything that's memorable, but it is something that I feel like Zack Snyder's trying to make him bigger, especially with the amount of scenes that he's in. So far, for the character, hasn't done anything for me. One of the surprising things when watching this Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League is the humor. The humor is still in here. A humor that originally I thought was Joss Whedon's humor. Like, oh, this is like this humor is probably what Joss Whedon added, but it's also in this movie. For example, you have the Cyborg taking over the Bat Spider vehicle, and Cyborg is like saying he's taking over, and then you have Alfred asking, "Do I know you?" So it's like that felt like a Joss Whedon humor, but it was actually in this cut. And then there's another scene with the Batarang. It's like, can I keep this with the Flash when Batman throws the Batarang? So that for me, like, I thought that was a Joss Whedon humor, but then it was in this cut. But here, when you watch it, you'll get to see like the extended stuff, and you get to see like this is what Zack Snyder wanted to do, and he's able to finish his vision. Here's how I feel about it. It's still enjoyable. It can feel a bit long, and it's not something that I'm gonna watch over and over again. Like other movies, other superhero movies where I'm like, oh, I love this movie. So this one, I don't love it. I enjoyed it. It's good for what it was. Showing more scenes, showing the Justice League coming together, having the fight scene with Steppenwolf, and then having scenes with Darkseid and new additional scenes to help expand on the characters. So those are good additions. And those are my thoughts for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Let me know what your thoughts are, once it's out, on the comments below. With that said, I'm John, and I'll see you guys next time.